Hey guys, Silverlord here, back again with another edition of Throwback Thursdays. I believe we are on number 24 now. Getting close to Christmas. Getting close to wrapping up Throwback Thursdays for the month. And with that being said, we are of course continuing our looks at the Hasbro / Kenner Small Soldiers line. Today we're looking at Flatchoo, who really wasn't in the movie at all, but got a toy anyways. Yeah, kind of weird. Kind of weird. But at any rate, I do have this guy. I've actually had this guy complete twice now. The second one I sent to my good buddy, Mr. Brian Storner, aka Toy Nuts, aka the Strudel Man. Made him very, very happy with that. But yeah, I don't believe in army building figures that aren't army builders, so there you go. I actually sent him a few, I believe, in the past. But at any rate, even had the little minifigure guy here, Nibble, forget his name, but he's like a little golem looking dude with some two-pronged fingers and whatnot. He's very, very weird looking, to be honest. Although I will say, if you didn't know any better, this guy and the little minifigure that came with Insaniac, was his name Mimic, kind of looked like Fistful of Power dude, so there is that. But as far as Flatchoo goes, not a main character in the movie by any means. You could probably get by not even buying this dude, because he was maybe in the movie for all of 10 seconds. I don't even think they mentioned him by name, but he got a toy, so here we are. He does have an axe, though, which this axe is pretty cool. If you gave this thing a nice coat of paint, you could probably use it with a Mythic Legions figure. It's a giant axe. Look at the size of that thing. But, nice sculpt on this guy. He's very, very kind of warty. He's got lots of bumps and crevices going on. Kind of reminds me of the Trolls from Mythic Legions by Four Horsemen Studios. So, there is that. Very, very basic, though. He's got like a loincloth. He's got his feet, hands. He's got some little bracers. He's got some little bracer things up here. And then he shoots warts out of his back, which I caught the missile by the tail. I'm getting pretty slick with catching missiles on this channel, but we'll do that again in case you missed it. Gotta make sure you line it up right, though. One more time. And I dropped it. You know, you can only be slick so many times, I guess, but he shoots warts out of his back. It's very weird, especially since we didn't really see this guy in the movie. So, yeah, very, very odd. Very, very odd, but a cool kind of gross gimmick nonetheless. But as far as his articulation goes, his head will rotate here. His arms will go up and down. Nothing crazy. And then his legs will do the same thing. So, you know, there you go. Standard stuff. 5P. Shoots warts out of his back. Comes with a giant, cool looking axe. And a little... if I can get this in there. And a little minifigure rock guy. So yeah, not too shabby. I dig him. But that's about it for Flatchoo. Not much to say about him. Again, he wasn't in the movie, so I don't know a whole lot about his character. I don't know how many people really care about this character because he wasn't in the movie. I just think he looks cool, and I had him complete, so I figured, why not do a video for him for an old Throwback Thursdays here. So with that being said, let's take a look at some comparisons. First up, here is good old Flatchoo, next to his fellow Gorgonites, who he unfortunately didn't share the screen with. Again, wasn't really in the movie. We got Archer, Insaniac, and old Frankenstein, who I forgot to mention, his original name was Troglodyte. Very, very interesting. At least I think I forgot to mention that before. I don't know. It's a blur. I've been recording so much lately, it's hard to keep up. But for a minifigure comparison, there's Mimic and Nibble. So you got the whole Gorgonite crew that we've taken a look at throughout the course of Throwback Thursdays in the month of December 2021. Just to give you an idea of how much I really am invested into getting these guys up for the month of December. I really love this line. I hate to see it end, but all good things must come to an end eventually, right? We got one more, though, so there is that. And last, but certainly not least, we have our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibulus and the MK11 Spawn, who is back to towering over everyone. Business as usual. But with that being said, time to wrap things up. Some final thoughts. Overall, and even though this guy is more or less a concept figure, again, he didn't have much, if any, screen time in the Small Soldiers movie itself, it's still a fun figure. And, you know, if you didn't want to use it for Small Soldiers, because, again, it's not really a main character, you could use it with some other lines that came out around this time. He'd be a really cool-looking villain for Gargoyles to fight, because we didn't get very many in that line, did we? But at any rate, he is fairly inexpensive. I think you can get a complete one for anywhere between 20 and 30 bucks. Much better deal than old Freakenstein, let me tell you what. So, if you are interested, I would highly recommend you pick this guy up. He's a fun little figure to have. A nice little novelty piece, a conversation piece maybe. Very, very obscure, but very, very cool all the same. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's edition of Throwback Thursdays. I'm actually going to be taking a bit of a break from videos for about a week for the Christmas holiday. So for those of you who celebrate it, have a very Merry Christmas. And for those of you who don't, have a safe and happy holiday nonetheless. I will catch you guys back here next Thursday with the final Small Soldiers figure we'll be taking a look at for Throwback Thursdays in the month of December 2021. Little Slam Fist. Well, with that being said, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you are so inclined, please hit that notification bell so you know whenever I upload more reviews like this one, because we got to show that algorithm who's boss, right? And if you haven't already, hit me up on Instagram at Overlord Productions. But as always, keep the comments civil, because the world sucks enough as it is. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.